Hello everybody and welcome to round number 15 of season 4 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We're here in Yas Marina 5 rounds earlier than we usually go. It is not the finale anymore, but we are here nonetheless. 22 laps around Yas Marina. Very, very long circuit in Abu Dhabi. On pole position today we got Jack Halleck. Taking his, if I'm correct, his first pole position of the season. I'm not exactly sure on that. But Jack Halleck from Maverick GP performing very well today. Third in practice. We'll see if he can take home a win today. Alongside Nick Pericles, who was fast early practice, kind of fell off near the end. But Nick Pericles, definitely a strong competitor. Watch for him to challenge Jack Halleck. On row 2, you got Chris Dodd, your 5th in practice. And his, if I'm correct, his best qualifying position of the season in 3rd, alongside Adam Vincent, who really needs a good result to turn around his championship for Full Frontal Motorsports. On row 3, you got Hans Windhelm for Monarch Motorsports. Monarch Motorsports got good results today all around, alongside Bobby Jones for Epic Motorsports, who starts in a very nice position and is in the top 20 in points. Could play a factor in the championship if he can get a few more good results. On row 4, you got Lorenzo Log for Culver Haas Racing, finally trying to turn his season around, alongside John Art, who was pretty fast in practice. I believe he was 5th in practice. I'm not sure who was 5th in practice. I believe Art was 5th, Dodd was 4th. Yeah, I think that's how that worked. John Art, though, very fast near the end of practice. Just keep your eye out for John Art. And on row 5, you got Julio Cesar, your Brazil winner and your Brazilian driver for Monarch Motorsports, alongside Gerardo Ron, who has not had the best of seasons overall, but a 10th place definitely looking to turn that around. If you look through the pack, we still got about 3 minutes to talk here. Jackson in 12th. He is your new point leader, 4 points ahead of Rowe, and a 12th place in qualifying. Definitely going to help him stay ahead of Rowe. Rowe, only, if I'm correct, 3 rows back from him on the same row, or on the same side. So Rowe could pass Jackson, but he's got one threat right behind him. That's Roush, who won last week in Twin Ring Motegi. And a lot of people are looking out for him because he is known for being pretty good at road courses. His other win came at one, which was Sonoma back in Season 1. Scott Roush coming on a high, coming off a high. Let's see if we can keep it going. Duncan did a lot better than a lot of people actually expected he'd do. He did not really show his face much in practice. Really wasn't that good. But overall, does get a pretty good qualifying compared to what he was doing in practice. So, good job out of Duncan recovering a decent qualifying. We look through the pack even more. Feel like Jeffrey Finguy down here, Cordell Paulson, Benoit Ravine, Gatlin Downey, and William Carlson Jr. rounds out your top 42, your field. And Carlson, a lot of people expected him to do at least decent this race, but right now that's not looking like it. He's qualifying dead last in the field. Lots of threats near the rear here. You got 2 Fitzwater Australias. You actually got 3 Fitzwater Australias because Fitzwater's decently far up. He's doing all right. Kieran Malcher up here with his teammate and Vincent up ahead. Red Stallion showed a lot of speed back in practice. Keep an eye on these two. Audra's pretty far back, though. Audra's way at the tail end. Second to last row on the inside. But Johnson and Rahal could possibly do something if it goes their way. But yeah, it was announced that after this race, driver signings would start, so there has been rumors flying everywhere on who was going to get what ride, who's going to stay, who's going to drop down to lights. There's so many big question marks that are still unknown to us. And right now, it's just coming down to basically how they can perform in this race. This race will probably solidify some rides and probably doom some more. So, got about 15 seconds until we go green, because it is a standing start. Jack Halleck leading it. They don't follow the grid pattern here because there's only 22 grid spots because it's normally used for the Formula 1 World Championship.
Start your engines.
So we had to line them up like this. But Jack Halleck will lead will start the race. We're waiting for the flagman to start it, but pole position driver Jack Halleck, green flag in the air. In Yas Marina, first time we're doing this without points position setting qualifying. But Halleck, what a great start. Halleck's off to an amazing start. But look at the field all jumbled up. Arndt trying to make the move on Jones here. It's a pretty nice battle between these two. Got a 3 wide battle behind between Lorenzo Log, Jackson, and Caesar. Caesar's going to back out of the throttle. Jackson going to try to stay on it. Jackson needs to get away from Rowe. What's happened to Rowe? He's stuck in a 4 wide right now. He's battling with Roush as we speak. Alexander Rowe really needs to get up to Jackson to close this championship. He's 4 points behind coming into this race, so right now he's losing more points than that. As Jackson fights with Philip Scott. We look up ahead. It's Jack Halleck leading. Chris Dodd in second. Vincent gets a tap by Pericles. Pericles now has damage to his Scott Ganassi Racing NTT Data number 98 machine. As there goes Windham. The outside line works better in that corner because you just get the momentum sweep around there. So it's not the damage that's slowing Pericles, it's just Windham's momentum. I think Pericles might have an issue now, though, because he's losing time now. Windham gets tapped by Vincent and runs wide because of it. Nice move out of Vincent. But is he going to make it successfully? Here comes that trouble section everyone hates. Carlson has damage. We'll check out what happened to him in a second after this section. We'll see, can Halleck keep it under control? Mostly. Dodd can't. Windham can. Pericles. Oh, Pericles gives Vincent a tap. Pericles not happy with Vincent. Maybe he brake checked him. But Pericles has some damage now. So back here, Arndt and Jordan run. Let's go check out what happened to William Carlson Jr. This will come right off the start. You would see up ahead. If I'm correct. Oh, Anderson would tap Dunbar, turn Finn Guy and some others, and there would be a lot of damage in this wreck. Finn Guy involved. Finn Guy really needed a good day today. 18th in points. Really needed something, but that would be a lot of damage for these cars. And tons for Carlson. Carlson would soon coast to a stop. And that would be day for William Carlson Jr. Bad luck for Scott Ganassi there. As we keep watch on Jack Halleck, he'll come down and lead the first lap. It's Windhelm and Dodd. Now Pericles making the move on Windhelm. The damage doesn't seem to be affecting Pericles that much. And Pericles recently gave Adam Vincent a little tap to his right side. Those two are not happy with each other. Oh, there's another tap. They seem to be getting aggressive with each other. See, good days behind out of some people who really needed it. Arndt, Iran, Scott, Jackson needed to stay ahead of Rowe, which he's doing right now. Ray Hall has gained a few positions. I said watch out for Ray Hall, and he's doing exactly what I expected him to. Rise up. I don't see Skylar Johnson, though. Johnson dropped to 34th on the first lap. Lost a ton of position. We look up through. Fitzwater now has damage to his front. That's not good for Fitzwater. Fitzwater needed a good result today. A lot of people really needed that result. So far, the one who's getting it, though, Jack Halleck. Out front. Get your leaderboard up. The fastest lap on that first lap was Halleck by about 2 seconds. The lap times really vary here, from lap to lap. You can be 2.5 seconds down a lap from the other guy ahead of you or behind you, and then make it up the very next lap. Lap times can be all over the place here, but Hans Windhelm right now putting in a good performance for Germany. We're going to Germany soon, but first we got to go to Latvia next, which is going to be Gravis City, and then we're going to Euro Speedway, which is in Germany. Probably Windhelm's hometown race, home country race. Dodd, right behind. He's having a good day overall. One of his better ones. Right now sits third. Runs a little wide. What about Halleck? He does the same. But Pericles gets a good line. This damage does not seem to be really affecting Pericles at all. I see Vincent is dropping back. He's now dropped below Arndt. He's dropped below Jones. Pericles really fighting with Dodd here. He's going to drop in behind him. Two Scott Ganassi teammates. They already lost one of their teammates. As Carlson's pretty much out now. But these two currently run, looks to be 6th and 5th. Is that right? No, 5th and 6th. Yeah, 5th and 6th. Very impressive. At a Scott Ganassi, your fast lap on track out of Bobby Jones. At any other track in this entire series, 4 seconds is an absolute ton. Here, that's actually not too bad. You can make up 4 seconds. Halleck would just need to make a single mistake and he'd lose about a second. As long as Windhelm doesn't make the same mistake. It's so easy to make a mistake around here because the tires. This track's so abrasive. It destroys the tires, but also makes you run wide, slide around. It's a very interesting track altogether. But it's being considered to be removed next season and being replaced by a track in Finland. It's pronounced Cardiala. Dodd doesn't get it. Pericles gets it again. So does Jones. Arndt does not. Jackson and Vincent and Oran do. Everyone behind seems to be getting it a little more often because they're a little slower. A few of these guys are messing up though. But we look back at the front. It's still Hans Windhelm. But now Nick Pericles has taken the 3rd position even with the damage he received after his incident with Vincent. They went under slight investigation for a moment, but they didn't take action for anything. So we're still going. Halleck leads by 6 seconds. Now it's getting a little far. Could Halleck just dominate this race? That'd be career win number 3, 2nd of the season. Good job, Arndt. Currently sits P6. Like I said, he definitely needed a good performance today. And he's getting exactly that. Sits almost in top 5. You can get past Dodd, which Dodd's needed a good performance. Pericles is 5th in points. Another good result like this is going to be gaining more points on Jackson, the point leader, which he needs. And Rowe, which is closing. Rowe's only 2 positions off, or 3 off of Jackson. Roman Rahal currently sits P12 now, overtaken Philip Scott. Roman Rahal, one of the people that everyone likes out here. No one really dislikes Roman Rahal out here. Red Stallion used to be rank B. They were in Season 2. They dropped to rank C in Season 3, and they dropped to rank D this season. But things have been turning up this season. They've had a pretty good season. And as I say that... Oh. Okay. As I say that, I think he's going to get a penalty for that. Maybe slight. Didn't take him out of the race and did more damage to himself. But I'm thinking probably about a 5-point penalty for that. Just slight. Rowe's going to lose a few positions. He's got to gain it back. Good job, William Duncan, being able to get up here. Roush has damage. Faber goes by. Here's Trailblazer going at it. Jovic needs to stay ahead of Finguy. His 2 teammates, the rivals right now. Finguy earning points right now after that initial wreck. Great recovery out of Jeffrey Finguy. Currently sits P30. And he's got a train of drivers ahead of him that he could take down. But we look back at the front. How much has been gained on Halleck? On the last corner. It's still Windhelm 2nd. Still Pericles 3rd. Jones 4th. Now Arndt has overtaken Dodd for the 5th position. Arndt really putting on a performance today for the field. There it is. Good job, John Arndt. Fast up on track. Still a Halleck. The gap stayed about the same. A little bit down. Windhelm gained about a 10th. It seems, or less than a 10th, about half a 10th. They're really going to need something, which pit stops could be something. Keep an eye out during pits. Oh, Rahal fighting. I think I just saw Philip Scott in the wall. More bad luck. Oh, now there's a fight there. There's a fight there as Jones making the move on Windhelm for 2nd. Dodd making the move on Arndt, trying to go on Pericles past both Scott Ganassis in a single Bound. Jackson on Vincent, former teammates. Can Jackson get the spot? There's talk that Jackson's not going to return to Epic Motorsports next season, but Vincent is in. Slight rumors about that. He may not. But Vincent in the pits. Is he the only one? No, there goes Philip Scott in pit lane. Scott's in. That might be because of damage, though. We got some early pit takers, though. Interesting. We'll see how that works out for Vincent. In practice, it seemed that the overcut works, so maybe Vincent's kind of banking on it switching around. Not sure about that, though. Halleck has a 7-second lead. Could this just be a dominating day for Halleck? We kind of needed a calm race after what happened in Twin Ring. That was a chaotic race, but nice to have a nice calm race. And Jones, second fastest lap, still slower than best out of Halleck, but Jones seems to be faster than Halleck at this point in the race, so good job. Now Arndt's lost the 5th position. He's gonna need to gain it back. Gives Dodd a little tap, trying to move him out of the way. Bump and run is not illegal here. You're allowed to bump someone to move him out of the way to get your spot. As long as you don't take him out like Rahal did, you're fine. Check on Finn Guy. He seemed to be really fast earlier. Uh-oh. Paulson has damage and Finn Guy's gone. Uh-oh. Oh, Finn Guy pit. Finn Guy went in with Vincent. Okay. I was a little worried there, but we're good. Halleck gets a line. Looks like, oh, battle between Windhelm and Jones. This is for second. Oh, look at Jackson making moves. The only championship rival in front of him is Nick Pericles. In 4th. Jackson trying to make the move for 5th. Halleck is in. Windhelm, Jones, Pericles. I think everyone's in. Yeah. So let's go check in on Halleck. Let's see how this pit stop goes. 4 tires and fuel is the call for everyone. I know that for a fact. This track is too abrasive to take 2 tires. You're not going to make it through the next cycle. You have to take 4 tires. There's no choice. Pericles in his stall. I think Pericles can get that damage repaired, so he's going to move back to the field a little bit. And Kuznetsov stays out. Again. Jack Halleck. Not going to be Kuznetsov. It's going to be stuck behind Jovic, who also stays out. Like we said, the overcut seemed to be the better strategy in practice, but we are not 100% on that. It could change. And here comes everyone. It seems that Pericles wasted no time getting damage repairs, as he's not going to repair that car. He's going to keep going. He seemed fast, so this is the better choice, obviously. I'm glad he decided not to do that. It would be kind of stupid if he did. I just thought he would just to get it out of the way, but he's good. Rahal has been announced to get a 5-point penalty. So that is a small penalty for Rahal for the incident with Rowe. Speaking of Rowe, he is currently fighting with Carson Bowers. This is for, I am not sure what position, if I'm being honest here. I don't know where everyone is right now. I don't know where everyone's rendered. Philip Scott has dropped back due to damage. Finn Guy fighting with former teammate Aiden Shepard. Shepard used to be on Rush Racing with Finn Guy back in Season 3. Shepard then moved to Shock Allison this season. Cordell Paulson from the 23rd position would be coming around the hairpin and would come out of the corner. And the engine would give way, and Cordell Paulson, not what his championship needed, as Paulson would descend and fall to last. Bad luck to Cordell Paulson. Oh, geez. That was a weird line. runs really wide. Look at the time Caldwell gains. That's what happens when you take that bad line. You lose so much time. Which is why we're saying that this race isn't exactly over yet, because Halleck is leading by a good amount. It could go either way. So, yeah, just like that. He was about 7 seconds down last time around. He gains 3 of that back. 3, almost 3.5. That's what I'm talking about. People just gain so much time on Jack Halleck, and now Halleck should start feeling the pressure, because 4 seconds is not a lot on this track. Another mistake out of Halleck could cost him more time. Halleck down the straightaway though. Maverick GP coming off a bad day in Twin Ring, but looking to come into a win here. This would be Maverick GP's, God, I want to say it's their 4th. You got Halleck's first win, Rowe's win, Halleck's second win, and now Halleck's third win. Oh, Halleck makes another mistake though. His Wyndham gonna make the same mistake-ish. A little bit less of a mistake, but still makes the mistake. Pericles gets the line. You really need to tighten your line in this corner to come and arch your corner through this one, because if you don't, this happens. You lose all your momentum. Gerard gets the point right around the corner and starts gaining momentum. Runs a log, gets it. Bowers gets it. Ray Hall. Oh, Caldwell does not. God, look at Tyler Thaber. 15th place. Great job. Tyler Thaber, where's his teammates? I saw Ray in 24th. Where is Thompson? Thompson is 32nd. Okay, that's not good. And I see that Finguy has some more damage. That's not good. Finguy has a lot of rear end damage. How about anyone who's dropped out? Doesn't seem like it. We'll go back to the front. We're looking at Jack Halleck. Oh god, it looks like Wyndham gained even more that time. Pericles has Jones between him and Jackson. It's not what he wants. Arndt gets around Dodd, gets the good line, and Arndt gets back into the 6th position. Now his goal should be going back after Jackson, which he's decently far from. So, he gained about 7/10. More time. Time is time. But Pericles gained over a second on Halleck, so Pericles is on the way. Jackson, a 2:18.3. That's the 4th fastest lap of the race. Jackson was, oh my, Jackson was over 2 seconds faster than Halleck. Now he should start feeling the pressure. Arndt was faster by about a second than Halleck. Arndt's gaining time. Dodd lost a lot. Jordan in battle with his teammate and Carson Bowers as well, who also just pulled the 3rd fastest lap. Good job. Rahal with a 5-point penalty, still in 11th place, is going to be a great result out of Roman Rahal. So much damage being given out in this race, though. Jackson in battle with Jones. They're getting the lines correct. Halleck, it's a bad line. This is Wyndham's chance to catch even more. He won't. Pericles, he won't. Jackson, he won't. Jones is going to try to get the position back on Jackson. Arndt's going to gain more time and get a little bit of distance on Dodd. Gerard's going to continue to gain as these two, Lorenzo Log and Carson Bowers, fight. Jones challenging back on the 10 of Paul Jackson, trying to get the position back. This is for the 4th position. Jones wants his 4th position back. Jones putting in a very nice take for a rookie. Jones this season has really shown that he doesn't even really look like a rookie. Jones has really performed this season. Pericles at a 2:19.2. Gaining time. 5/10 that time around on Halleck. But Wyndham loses time. Now Halleck has approached the Mono de Ravine. The lap car. How is he going to play a factor in this? Windhelm and Pericles go behind. We're approaching our second pit stop. From anywhere from 14 to 16, we can see that pit stop. Possibly a little later, but that's going to be the guys who took the overcut. So expect them to come in around 17 or 18. Jackson right now sitting in a solid 4th position for being the points, so this is exactly what he needed. There was contact, and Pericles and Windhelm get together. Wow, and there's been some heavy contact. What happened? Coming into the corner, did Windhelm brake early? No, Pericles braked late, and around would go Windhelm and Pericles. That's going to cost them so much time on Halleck and possibly give Pericles that point penalty that Rahal got. It's the sliding of the track. They can't really adjust to this well because it's unlike any other track on the schedule. So they're sliding when they hit the corner when they don't expect them to. So even though Pericles didn't intend for that to happen, he'll still get a penalty for it. Because he didn't actually figure it out that that was going to happen. He braked too late. Look at John Arndt, 2:18.3. 8th fastest lap of the race. Gerard Aron just pulled the 2nd fastest. Gerard Aron doing very well right now. Halleck being held up by the 7 car. He's going to get through him. Jackson gets through Pericles. Pericles, does he have an issue? This would be Jackson's last big points contender being taken out. And he is... he's not going to be able to go to the end of the race. This may be it for Pericles. That sucks. But honestly, what can you do? You made a mistake. You braked late. Honestly, even because he's dropping this far down, I don't even think they're going to penalize him for this. Pericles is going to drop so far. Gonna come in, at least make the most of this, get tires, but I don't think he's gonna make it to the end of the race. They're gonna... Yeah, it looks like they're gonna investigate after the race, see how Pericles performs. If he's not able to perform, he has to pit again and falls down. They're not gonna penalize him for that because he's already pretty much penalized himself. But if he's able to get back going, get back into a top 10 position, they're probably gonna penalize him for that. So, just depends on performance now. Halleck, 5.6 seconds up, a lot less up than I thought he'd be after that wreck that Windhelm had. Jackson pulling insane fast laps. Gerard Aron still pulling fast laps. He slowed down a little bit. But now, Windhelm versus Jackson. There's been one there being your lap car. But Halleck can just cruise to the finish. Dodd not going to gain time, but I think here comes Gerard Aron. This is for the 7th spot. Gerard Aron has been gaining a ton of time in the past few laps on everyone ahead of him. And he's going to now make his first move, and possibly his first out of many. And Gerard Aron successfully makes the move. He's into 7th. 2:19.9 out of Windhelm. 2:19.0 to Halleck. He's retaliating. Jones at a 2:18.3, faster than Halleck was. 2:18.3 out of Arndt, faster than Halleck. 2:18.5, faster than Halleck. So 3 guys back here are faster than Halleck is. But Gerard Aron is a solid 16 seconds down, and we need a miracle to catch Halleck at this point in the race. Windhelm held up by Benoit Ravine, and it's pushing not only Jackson to his rear end, but Jones is here now. Arndt's on the way. Windhelm trying to keep Jackson behind, protecting the inside. Now going after Benoit Ravine, he gets the position. The lap car is out of the way. He's taken care of. Jackson now only has one threat to deal with, and that is the 50 before he can go after Jack Halleck. Jackson on the outside of Hans Windhelm, out of the corner. Halleck knows that Jackson's gonna be coming. He'll have to be looking in his rearview mirror because Jackson is fast. Once again, the Speedway guy is fast at a road course. But Windhelm regains the spot. Windhelm keeping him at bay. Jones trying to go around Irvine. He'll get the spot. Dodd's keeping pace with Iran now. Halleck gets a good line. Windhelm gets a good line. Jackson does not. Arndt making the move. This is for fourth. John Arndt successfully makes the move on Bobby Jones and has now moved into the fourth position. He'll start going after Jackson now. Fastest lap, has it changed? No. Halleck's in. Jackson's in. Arndt's in. Jones is out. Iran is in. Dodd is in. And those are the 7 really important ones. A log could play a factor in this race, but it's a long shot. These guys, though, Rowe and Bowers, I don't see it. Oh, these two getting a little shaky coming in pit lane. They're good. These two were the ones who made big contact back at Twin Ring Motegi that that costed Rowe's points lead. We're gonna check on Halleck now. Should be coming out of the pits soon. Issue for Halleck! And Arndt gets out first! Wow! Halleck has an issue on pit lane, and Arndt takes massive advantage of it. Now, the big question, can Arndt keep Jackson at bay? Iran gaining a lot. Pericles kinda back in this, but he may need to pit again now. The big guy right now, though, that we're all watching, Bobby Jones. If Jones gets a good enough pit, he could jump up. But he also needs a very good in-lap. He needs to push. This is his in-lap. No matter what, he's got to come in. Lap 15 this earlier than we expected, but Jones has got to come in. He can't just let these guys keep going at this pace. Because now, Arndt is out first. Well, wait, is Windhelm out? Oh no, Windhelm. Windhelm is who we should be watching. Windhelm's having a good in-lap too. Jones is not. Jones is having a poor in-lap, but Windhelm's having a good one. So keep an eye on Windhelm in this pit stop to see if he can jump Arndt. Or not jump Arndt, but stay ahead. John Arndt may have just stepped into the winner's circle if he can pull this off, because Halleck led almost every lap to this point, and he won't anymore. Now John Arndt's in the provisional lead. Let's go look at Windhelm. He's in. Jones is in. That's it. This is where it's decided now. Windhelm. He's got to have a good pit. He's got to have a beautiful pit stop. He's making the most of this pit stop. Trying to get him out as soon as possible. We're waiting. Let's look at the rear chase. We're looking for the 05. Keep your eye out. Everyone else who's coming out, who could come in, is coming in. We'll go on the roof cam of Windhelm. Is he going to come out ahead of Arndt? Arndt coming down the straightaway. He's not going to get him. Arndt's not going to get Windhelm. Windhelm got him. What about Jones? Jones gets Arndt. Windhelm is in the winner's circle right now. Looking to see if there's any more incidents. Let's go check around for some incidents real quick. Oh, Fitzwater has a ton of damage. What happened to Fitzwater? Never mind, he's had that damage for an eternity. He's had that damage since lap 2. I thought he's had that damage just now. Fin guy in the pits, 36, not the day he needed. Monarch started good. The only one who's doing good now, though, Hans Windhelm. has dropped. Windhelm dropped. Arndt's now leading again. Did anything happen? Windhelm had the lead and he chokes it away. Spins out all on his own, and this hands it to Arndt. Can Arndt hold on? So we're back here. Arndt gets a good line. Jones now in second. He's got a good line. We may crown a first career winner here. A rookie winner if Jones can get it done. But we may also give Arndt his second career win. John Arndt pushing to stay ahead. Fast lap on track, still Halleck. Halleck has now overtaken Windhelm. Oran is now ahead of Pericles. Pericles is in. That's probably, yeah, that's pretty much means that Pericles isn't going to get a penalty because this is pretty much him serving a penalty. That sucks for Pericles. Rahal trying to fight to stay ahead of some people. 5 points is pretty huge. Look at Ray! Roger Ray! Sabasport is doing excellent today. 16th and 17th. Now moving up some positions. 15th and 16th because of Pericles. Actually, they're going to gain another position because of Pericles. They gained Vincent. No, they're going to gain another one because of Vincent. Vincent's in the pits too. I don't know why he's in. He has no damage. Arndt trying to run away, but how long can he keep the 96 behind him? It's Scott Ganassi versus Epic Motorsports versus Maverick GP versus Monarch. Epic Motorsports in it with him as well, with Jax as well. Jordan Ron has gained so much time since the beginning of this race. Actually, since about lap 7, he's been gaining a ton of time ever since. And he was originally down to like 22 seconds. He's down to about 12 now. Arndt just needs to keep a solid, consistent pace. Doesn't need to rush. But we don't know what's going to happen. We've said it before, that Anderson last season just needed to bring it home, and he had it in the bag. And then he wrecked. And it almost cost him a championship. 2 points. He barely won the championship. Arndt needs to be careful. But he can't be slow, because Halleck is back on a charge. He cannot let up. Because if he does, Halleck will catch him. 4 laps to go. About 8 minutes. He's got to stay in front of Jack Halleck. Right now, he just lost another second. He's about 4.2 seconds down. Arndt runs it wide. That's not good. Halleck does the same. Jones does the same. Doesn't matter. It evens out. Everyone's making the mistake. No one can get a solid run. Dodd's getting it. Arndt has just got to hold on. 3 laps to go for John Arndt. And the bigger question is, are pit stops going to play a factor? I'm not 100% sure. If it does, it will be on lap 21. The very last possible moment they could is lap 21. Arndt, I'd start conserving if I was him. He's got to start conserving. He cannot risk running out of fuel. He cannot risk running out of fuel or tires. Tires are a big factor because if you run too low on your tires, you'll end up spinning out. Or if you have cold tires, in the case of Hans Windhelm. Arndt, down the back straightaway. I'm not sure if he can do this. He may be a sitting duck, I'm not sure. Jackson tried to seal a good day and more points position. His next points contender down. Rowe, 10th. Which actually won't be gaining too much because Rowe's 10th. But Roger Ray in 12th. Tyler Thaber in 14th. Where is Thompson? 22nd. What a day for Sabersport if they can put this together. What a day. And Windhelm makes a mistake. There goes Dodd. Oh, I'm so anxious right now. I don't know what's going to happen. Arndt makes another mistake. Halleck makes the same mistake. Jones does not. Jones going to start hunting Halleck again. Arndt, is he going to keep making this mistake? Eventually, they're going to stop making the mistake, so he's got to go. He makes the mistake again. Halleck doesn't. Oh, no. Halleck begins to gain. I'd say it's about 3.2 seconds now. Oh. Arndt's getting in dangerous territory now. 2 laps to go for John Arndt and Scott Ganassi Racing. Even though they've been so strong this season, they are winless, if I'm correct. Oh, God. Sorry about that. They are winless this season. Can they pull it off with Arndt? I'm not 100% sure. Halleck's only 2.6 seconds down. This may come down to the wire, because Halleck is definitely faster than Arndt, but the question is he fast enough? Does he have enough speed in those tires to catch Arndt? That's all this comes down to. No lap car is going to play a factor. It's not going to happen. It's coming down to the speed of the cars. That's it. Arndt down the back straightaway. He's just got to do this one more time after this, and he's got it. But Halleck is right there. That gap on any other track is pretty big, but that gap right there is like, on any other track, it would be like less than a second because it is close. One mistake out of Arndt, and Halleck is right there. Arndt's gotta be flawless right now. He's in the corner. He's got a good line. That's what he needed. Halleck does the same. He's repeating his moves. Oh, he's right there. I don't know if he's gonna catch him. It comes down if Arndt makes this mistake. He can't make this mistake again. He won't. Arndt's gonna start moving now. Halleck makes the mistake. That may cost him. That may be it. Arndt used to be in the club of drivers who have gone every season winless. Last season he broke that because he dropped out, but then he also got his first career win. Now, white flag in the air for John Arndt and Scott Ganassi Racing. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. He just pulls his fastest lap of the race. Carson Bowers is the first 2:17 of the race. Halleck has got to have a miracle, because now not only does he have to catch 5 seconds, but he's got to keep Jones at bay. Jackson trying to hold Dodd off. How is Rowe doing? Still in the top 10. Sabersport sits 13th and 14th. Can they pull together a good day? But right now, it's all about John Arndt. Down the back straightaway for the final time. I'm still uncertain. Arndt has just got to bring it home, but when we've said that before, they choke it away. Is he going to take it easy? Yeah, he's going to break early. He's not risking anything right now. Arndt breaks early to try to just save himself here. He's being fast. He pulled his fast lap to respond to Halleck closing. Halfway around the track to go. He's so close. Runs it wide, makes a slight mistake. That's not enough for Halleck to catch. Halleck's not making mistakes right now. He's trying, he's digging deep, putting all he's got into it to catch Arndt. I don't think it's gonna happen. Scott Ganassi Racing is winless this season, even though they have potential for rank A and aren't trying to seal the deal. One of the unluckiest drivers in Sunoco Elite Series history is about to pull it off. Final corner. And John Arndt will take his second career win, Scott Ganassi's first of the season, and Arndt takes the win in Yas Marina, breaks the epic motorsports streak. Halleck will get second, Jones third, Dodd gets Jackson for fourth, Jackson comes home top five, Gerardo Ron sixth, Alog seventh, Windham eighth, Bowers ninth, and rounding out your top 10, Max Anderson will get the spot on Alexander Rowe at the end. And Anderson will round out your top 10. But the big story for a lot of people here, Sabasport will go 13th and 14th. And Yas Marina, where is the 55? Gaining even more position. And they will pull a triple top 20 for Sabasport. Really trying to bring themselves back. Sabasport goes 13th, 14th, and 20th. Great job out of Sabasport, but amazing run out of John Arndt. He'll cruise it around track and celebrate as the 05 will go to Victory Lane for its first time. The 05 has never gone to Victory Lane, as the time that Arndt did it was in a 15 car. But he finally brings the 05 to glory. And another new winner, or not a new winner, and another new winner this season comes to light. Arndt's first win of the season coming in Yas Marina. Congratulations to not only him, but Scott Ganassi Racing, closing themselves even further to possibly be able to go rank A. What a performance out of John Arndt. He's just cruising around celebrating. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it is John Arndt taking career win number 2 here in Yas Marina. Jack Halleck second, Jones third, Dodd fourth, Jackson fifth, Aron sixth, Alog seventh, Windhelm eighth, Bowers ninth, and Anderson rounding out a double top 10 for Fitzwater Australia. They needed that. They're out of rank A position right now. They need it to get back in for next season. Oh my god, we looked through the order here and looked down further. Some of the people who really needed a good day never got it. Full Frontal Motorsports did not get the day they needed. 2 of their drivers out of the top 30. Vincent's up here, which is good. Where is Vincent? 23rd, yeah, there he is. He's up there a little bit. Bad day for Paulson, but his teammates carry them. Carry the team nonetheless, 6th and 7th. But Paulson really going to need a good day at Gravis City to bring his championship back going. Fitzwater really needed a good day to go for a second championship. Right now, he's losing that a little bit. Jeffrey Thanguy really needed a good day. Roush, he gets points. That's something. Skylar Johnson, actually, Red Stallion still got a pretty good day. 16th and 24th and 29th. Triple points. Good job out of them. But congratulations, John Arndt, for taking career win number 2. Let's go look at your points position. So, Jackson still atop the board after Yas Marina, 22 points ahead of Alexander Rowe. But that's where it starts to fall off. Paulson 107 points down, Roush 110, Halleck 110, Duncan 117, Pericles 133, Jovic 161, which Jovic's doing pretty well. Windhelm back up into 9th now, ahead of Brock. Where is he? Halleck gained 4 positions in that race and is now in contention to take the points lead Going into round 16 in Latvia, we looked down the board at some people who's gained spots. Dodd gained a few. Finguy lost 1. Jones gained 7, back up into now 12th. Shepard gained 4. Bowers gained 2. Caldwell and Vincent stayed right where they were before. Iran gained 2. Alog gained 1. Scott now back down to second to last. Still about 7, a little over. I think that's like 90 and 89 points ahead, if I'm correct. No, wait, it says it right there. What am I talking about? 61. 61 points. I'm sorry about that. 61 points down ahead of Ray. Look down to constructors. Not much has changed. Maverick still dominating the boards. Epic Motorsports second. Roush Racing third. And that's where it gets important. Scott Ganassi has taken 4th. This means if we stopped as we stood, Full Frontal and Fitzwater Australia would be rank B next season, and Scott Ganassi would join into rank A. I said aren't doing that would seal the deal, and right now it seems that it has. Again, I've said it before, but ignore this. It's saying 2 wins for Scott Ganassi, because one of those is Carlson's, which came under Monarch. So, Sabersport gained a lot of points that they needed. They're still a little over 100 down, but it's a start. But overall, an amazing day for Scott Ganassi. How many spots did Arndt gain? 3. Arndt gained 3 spots and has moved up into the 25th position, 1 point off of Angel, and is in the next race 120 points. If he were to win the next race, 120 points would give him, he'd be 684, which means he could go all the way up into 14th if he really tried for it, which is very nice and impressive. Strangely, though, I did note something. Go down and look at the schedule. We look at Yas Marina Circuit. Halleck gained the most points in that race. It says Halleck's at the top, position 1. That's because he gained 110 points because he led the most laps, pole position, and led a lap. So he got the extra 20 points along with his 90, which was 110. So Arndt, in fact, got 105 points, which was 5 less than Halleck. But Halleck is not given the win. It is still Arndt's win. But good job, Halleck, for getting the most points in that race. That's very impressive overall. But yeah, and I guess Caldwell leading that lap was pretty important because that gained him an extra spot over Ray. So good job, Caldwell, gaining some extra points. But 4 different leaders in that race, 4 lead changes. Halleck, Arndt, Windhelm, and Caldwell were the 4 leaders of that race. Some of the people down here really needed a good day. You got Paulson, you got Irvine, Fitzwater, Finguy, Scott, Ray Hall isn't going to get a penalty. Or no, I believe I did give it. Yeah, we did give the penalties to Ray Hall and Pericles. But it was because they actually earned points, and we decided to give it to them because it's only 5 points. We're not going to give them a strike, though. It was a mistake. That they just slid wide. Easy mistake to make around Yas Marina, seeing how slidey that place is. So we're not going to give him a strike. We're going to give him a small penalty, though. So congratulations, Art. Congratulations, Jackson, for keeping the points lead. Next time we're going to Latvia, but the big concern isn't Latvia right now. The big concern is that driver signups are starting soon, and a lot of people are anxious to see where people are going. Until Latvia, guys, we'll probably announce a few rides being confirmed in Latvia. But until then, guys, ciao.